have more action in the ring as our second match will be getting underway. Sandy Barr in there. There's Rip Oliver. Oh, my word. They're going to have the main event already. Of course, there's no telling how long this is going to last. This may be only a one-fall match to a TV time limit, of course. Don Owen will make the announcement and explain everything to us. Don Owen, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brady Boone will be meeting the Arab as a concluding bout of the night, right after this one. The next event will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 244 pounds from Florida, Rip Oliver. He is the Northwest heavyweight champion. His opponent in this corner, 250 pounds from New York, Rocky Johnson.
Rocky Johnson, really a no-nonsense man, and certainly no-nonsense professional wrestler. Why, he just shoved Sandy Barr into Rip Oliver. Look at it, he's gonna try it again. This is more, as we said before, than a main event. It's more than just two men wrestling professionally. This is really a bout of vengeance, a grudge match. There's Rocky Johnson going into his boxing stance. Actually, his boxing move, he floats like a butterfly and stings like a tank. Rocky Johnson, of course, a very fine boxing background. And Rocky's been in a number of sports, amateur and professional. And, of course, he certainly made a name for himself worldwide in professional wrestling. And now he's in there with the man. This is the match that he asked for. He wanted Rip Oliver. 2 weeks ago, he came into the Northwest, flew in here from Hawaii with only one thing in mind, and that was the Klan. Don Owen asked him to come in here to see what he could do about the Klan, and now he's got the leader of the Klan. Both men wrap up a side head right on the forehead by Rocky Johnson on Rip Oliver, and Oliver goes down to one knee, and we are underway. Every bout on big-time wrestling is really a main event. Referee Sandy Barr certainly had his share of shoving around in there so far. Rocky Johnson was shoving him into Rip Oliver. Rip Oliver just shoved him into Rocky. Look at the look on Rip Oliver's face. He would like nothing more than to have Rocky Johnson carried out on his own carry-out stretcher, his carry-out service stretcher. And where did he go? Boy, we've seen this happen the past couple of weeks. They'll get a side headlock on Rocky Johnson, and he just slips out just like that. Makes it look so easy. There's not any grease or oil or anything on his head and his hair. Now watch this again. That's just style, ladies and gentlemen. That's class. That is know-how. That is a sign of experience and a veteran, and certainly Rocky Johnson is exactly that. Look at him bounce around. I think he could still go 10 or 15 rounds with any heavyweight. Oh, a hard pop on the forehead again by Johnson. And so far, Rip Oliver has suffered a couple of hard shots in the forehead, probably a little bit of embarrassment and a whole lot of frustration. The hands of Rocky Johnson, and the test of strength did not last very long. And it looks like Rip Oliver has turned it around, and now we do a little boogaloo from Rocky Johnson, a step over. Oh, my word. Well, you just got to watch it. Oh, just stomps on the elbow. I don't have to tell you what that does to an elbow and a wrist and a hand, because it just got done to Rip Oliver. This crowd has really come to life. Good crowd here in the arena today. And they are really lively right now. They're behind Rocky Johnson 110%. Go around. And that'll force a break. That'll force a break. And a clean break by Rocky Johnson. Both men just kind of stalking each other. Oh, a slap. A left-handed slap across the face by Rocky Johnson. Another slap on Rip Oliver. Another one. 3 slaps in the face, and now it's Johnson against the ropes. Oh, a rake across the face. Forearm smashes across the back by Rip Oliver. Going for a flying mare, and he's got him. And just drives a knee into the back. Rip Oliver for the first time in this bout getting something going. He's getting Johnson hurting a little bit. Now the crowd starting their chant of Rocky. Boy, it sounds like one of Sylvester Stallone's movies out there. Rocky being echoed throughout this entire arena. Rip Oliver yells, "Give it up." Nails it again. But you know that Rocky Johnson is not about to give anything up. Sandy Barr keeping a close eye on the action. As Stoney and Nick and Tama were mentioning, Pendleton, Sunday, July the 13th, 8 p.m. Yakima, Monday, July 14th, 8 p.m. Look at Rocky Johnson. Shoulder tackle. Down goes Oliver. Over goes Johnson. And it's Johnson with a hip toss on Rip Oliver. Johnson with an arm drag. Kneeling arm bar. Rocky Johnson coming back in command of Rip Oliver. Rip Oliver last week had some very personal remarks directed towards Rocky Johnson. So Rocky is out to even a whole lot of scores here. And Don Owen has given him his chance today on Big Time Wrestling. This is our second bout. Our next bout, which will turn out to be the scheduled main event, will be Brady, it's going to be Brady Boone, is it? Yeah, Brady Boone and a Buddha Dean. Boy, that's going to be a dandy right there. Especially since those tag team belts have new owners. It's going to be the previous owner meeting the current owner. And Brady Boone, believe me, has got a score to settle with a Buddha Dean. Rocky Johnson being very, very cautious, very wary of Rip Oliver. And Oliver, thumb. He used a thumb right into the rib cage, and now it's Oliver. There's a gouge in the eyes. Oliver fighting his fight now. Forearm smash across the back of the neck. But it was that thumb that started it. He drove the thumb right into the rib cage. Now he's choking Rocky Johnson. Breaks on the count of 4. Rip Oliver, a hard smash right into the midsection. Another kick into the midsection. Rip Oliver going up to the second rope now. Coming down, driving the knee into the back of Rocky Johnson. Oliver with another knee. Johnson definitely hurting right now. There's a kick right into the rib cage. But it all started with that thumb. It all started with the thumb of Rip Oliver as he drove it into the rib cage of Rocky Johnson. Oliver again breaks on the count of 4 as Oliver doing anything he can to hurt Rocky Johnson right now. He's choking him. I don't think if Rocky had his foot outside that bottom rope, if he'd left it there, they could have at least gotten a break out of it. There goes Johnson into the ropes, and Rip Oliver misses. Here comes Rocky Johnson. Drop kick. That caught Oliver right on the chops. Johnson with jab, 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 and smash! And down goes Oliver. And out goes Oliver. Boy, did Rocky Johnson come to life. I think Rocky Johnson was just kind of suckering Rip Oliver into that, kind of lulling him to sleep, and then he just came out of the bushes and exploded. And Rip Oliver has just been disqualified. He was choking Rocky Johnson over that top rope, just going crazy. Referee Sandy Barr has just disqualified Rip Oliver, and that is it. This was only a one-fall match here. Rocky Johnson is the winner by disqualification. We'll be back. Interview and then main event after this.